You are the icing on my cake. You are the smile I can't replace. You are.
It's Dana, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Mother-Daughter Book Club book series. And what I'm going to be doing is going to Goodreads.com, and I'm going to read a summary of each of the books, and then I'm going to give you like a little review of what I thought of each of the books. So if you want to see this video, then stay tuned. Okay, so the first book in the series is the Mother-Daughter Book Club. That's what the first book's called. And I'm just going to read you a quick summary from Goodreads.com of, what it's about. So it says, the book club is about to get a makeover. Even if Megan would rather be at the mall, Cassidy is late for hockey practice, Emma's already read every book in existence, and Jess is missing her mother too much to care. The new book club is scheduled to meet every month. But what begins as a mom-imposed ritual of reading Little Women soon helps four unlikely friends navigate the drama of middle school. From stolen journals, a secret crush, to a fashion fiasco first dance. The girls are up to their welly boots in drama. They can't help but wonder, what would Jo March do? So, the first book, obviously I just already read you a summary of it, but I really liked the first book. I thought it was really nice, and I don't know, I just thought that I could really relate to stuff that happened in the book, mean girls at school. Just, that looks really weird. What the heck? Sorry, but I was like, why is this piece so long? I don't know, I messed up. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that it was a really good book, and it was a nice read, and it's a pretty quick read too, if you read as much as I do. But yeah, I just really thought the book was fun to read, and it was interesting. It was like one of those books for me personally where I didn't want to put it down. Like, I wanted to keep reading it. Okay, so the second book is called Much Ado About Anne, and I'm going to read you a summary of it. This year, the mothers have a big surprise in store for Emma, Jess, Cassidy, and Megan. They've invited snooty Becca Chadwick and her mother to join the book club. But there are bigger problems when Jess finds out that her family may have to give up Half Moon Farm. In a year filled with skating parties, a disastrous Mother-Daughter Book Club camping trip, and a high-stakes fashion show, the girls realize that it's only through working together, Becca included, that they can save Half Moon Farm. So, yeah, same with, this is pretty much the same. Well, not that the book's the same as not that the second book, is the same as the first book. It's just that I think that they were still both really good about, I don't know, I thought it was a really good example about how sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do, or hang out with people that you don't really particularly want to hang out with, I guess. But, same thing, I really liked this book. It was a great book in the series. I actually can't decide which book would be my favorite. But, yeah, this is still a really good book, and I definitely recommend it. Okay, so the third book is called Dear Pen Pals, and again, I'm just going to read you a quick summary. Could the book club break up? When Jess is offered an anonymous scholarship to a prestigious boarding school, she's not sure that leaving home and her friends is what she wants to do. Meanwhile, Megan's grandmother comes home for a long visit and turns everything in the Wong household upside down. Emma crusades against her middle school's new uniforms, and Cassidy finds out there's a big change, I cannot read today. There's a big change ahead for her family. Inspired by Jess's unexpected opportunity, the book club decides to read Gene Webster's classic Daddy Longlegs. There's an added twist to this year when they become pen pals with girls in a book club in Wyoming. There's plenty to write to their new friends about, from a prank-filled slumber party to a not-so-secret puppy and even a surprise first kiss. So, I really liked this book too. I thought it was, I really like this book because the girls are starting to get older. I think they're in 7th grade now in this book. And, I don't know, I just think that the books mature as you go through the series. So, in the first one, I think they're in 5th grade. So, if you're reading the series and you're, in 8th grade or 9th grade, sure, it's going to be, a little babyish for you, I would say, I guess. But as you, like, start reading the series, then they get into high school, and then the books are, you know, more fun for somebody, like, in 8th grade or 9th grade, or, you know, even a senior in high school to read. It's just, I really like the books, though. They're definitely about, you know, life and changes and things that just happen to people, like, my age and your age, and that kind of stuff. But I definitely recommend reading this book. There's not really much to say. I mean, it's still just as good as the other books that I've told you about in the series so far, and I just really like it. I thought it was cool how they added in the Wyoming girls, so now they have pen pals, and some people aren't really so happy that they have the pen pals. Some people aren't as interested as others. But, yeah, I definitely recommend this book. It's okay, so the 4th book is called Pies and Prejudice. And, of course, like I did before, I'm just going to read you a short summary. Right before they start their freshman year, Emma's family unexpectedly moves to England. The book club members are stunned, but thanks to video conferencing, they can still keep the club alive. And they decide to tackle Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. And when the girls try to bring Emma home by starting a bake sale, it becomes a thriving business, Pies and Prejudice. But when the plan, I'm so sorry, I cannot talk. Oh my goodness. Okay, but when the plan they cook up falls short, they are left wondering if their book club I apologize, this is kind of sad. They are left wondering if their book club will ever all be together again. So, yeah, same as the other books. This book was really good. I thought it was kind of a twist that Emma decided to go to England. I thought that was really cool. And you got to, you get to meet some new characters. There's some new people introduced that make the book a lot better. They didn't say this in the summary, but there's going to be a little bit of love relationships coming up in here for 2 of the girls. So that's going to be really cool. And like I said before, that's how the books kind of get more mature, is that people actually start dating in these books. So, I don't know, I guess dating's mature. But, yeah, the girls you can really tell they start to get older and their personalities change and just things like that. And, yeah, I really like the twist that the author did, how she made Emma go to England, and Emma makes some enemies in England and some new friends. So I think this book is really, really interesting, and I think that, if you have read the other books in the series, or if you're just starting to read, then you should definitely make sure that you read up to this book. The 6th book in the series is called Home for the Holidays, and once again, I'm just going to read a summary. This Christmas season, join the girls of the Mother-Daughter Book Club for a variety of holiday-themed adventures. Becca, Megan, Cassidy, and Jess have plenty of reading material to bring on their trips, too, because the book club is tackling the Betsy Tacy series before their next meeting on New Year's Eve. But unfortunately, nothing goes quite as planned for any of the girls. Hold on, my computer's messing up. On a Christmas cruise with their families, Megan and Becca fight over the dashing son of the ship's captain. Cassidy and her family fly back to California to visit Cassidy's sister Courtney, but when the West Coast causes homesickness for their former life in Laguna Beach, the family begins to question what state they should call home. And a disastrous sledding accident causes both Emma and Jess to completely change their holiday plans. Between squabbles, injuries, and blizzards, everything seems to be going wrong. Will the girls be able to find their holiday spirit in time for Christmas? So again, this book was absolutely amazing, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like a really adventurous book or anything. It's just a book that I think everyone can relate to and about life, same as the other ones. I really liked how they really focused on the holiday season and stuff. I thought that was cool. And, again, a lot of different things happen in this book, too, like a sledding accident. I won't tell you who that happened to, just in case you haven't read the book, obviously, because I'm trying to get people to read the books. But, yeah, I just really liked this book. I thought it was cool how, Megan and Becca went on a cruise together. That would be awesome. I mean, again, something that everyone would probably dream of doing with their best friend. And I just really liked this book. I don't know. I just really Okay, so the 6th book is called Wish You Were Air, and I'm just going to read a summary. A dream come true for Megan, who is jet-setting to Paris for Fashion Week with Gigi. Meanwhile, back in Concord, Mrs. Wong decides to run for mayor. So Emma and Stuart, again, I apologize, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Emma and Stuart team up to make her campaign a success. Jess and Cassidy are also hoping for victories. Jess in the Capella finals with the Madrigals, and Cassidy in the National Hockey Championships with her teammates. In the midst of it all, the girls, along with their Wyoming pen pals who drop in for a visit over spring break into Charlotte Bronte classic Jane Eyre, some real-life romance follows, as Becca may have found her Mr. Rochester of her own. And there's the matter of a certain wedding. The book club girls, their families, and the British Berkeley brothers, and even Stinkerbell will be attending the ceremony, which means there might be some bumps before the bride waltzes down the aisle. So I thought this book was probably, this is the last book that she's written. By the way, she is writing a 7th book. It was confirmed on her website, so that should be coming out, she said, the summer of 2015, so I'm very, very excited for that. But I think that the last book was, no, this wasn't my favorite. I think my favorite was probably the one where Emma went to England. So, yeah, that was, what was it? Like, Dear... I don't remember which book that was. That's really sad. But, yeah, that was my favorite book. This one is really good, though. The girls are older. I think they're, like, juniors, sophomores or juniors in this book. So, yeah, it definitely puts a twist into the book of something that happens. I'm not going to tell you who gets married, but it's definitely really interesting. It's something that you definitely weren't expecting to happen. So, I just really love how Heather Vogel, I just love how she always, incorporates something that you didn't really see coming, or something that just, makes you want to keep reading the book. It's like a cliffhanger, I guess. But, yeah, I really like this book, and I definitely recommend it. Hey guys, I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope that this book review was very helpful to those of you who haven't read it and made you really take interest in reading the book. For those of you who have, I just hope it was a good refresher, and hopefully it made you excited for the 7th book to come out. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
The way you smile, the way you laugh, the way I can't help but catch your